Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for June 19th, 2020, from 1 Samuel chapter 1. Verse 2. Elkanah had 2 wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. Even in today's world, the pain of infertility is great. Elkanah knew that, and he tried to help Hannah. Verse 5, but to Hannah he gave a double portion because he loved her, though the Lord had closed her womb. And her rival used to provoke her grievously, to irritate her, because the Lord had closed her womb. Hannah was in a great deal of pain from the infertility and also being provoked by the other wife. So when they went to the temple, Hannah decided to pray. Verse 11, and she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you will indeed look on the affliction of your servant and remember me and not forget your servant, but will give to your servant a son, then I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life, and no razor shall touch his head. Hannah would give her son to the Lord. This wasn't a child sacrifice, but her son would be dedicated and would serve in the house of the Lord. No razor would touch his head, a Nazarite vow. You may remember Samson also had such a vow. Verse 17, then Eli, the priest, answered, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant your petition that you have made to him. Verse 20, and in due time Hannah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Samuel, for she said, I have asked for him from the Lord. Hannah then raised Samuel until he was weaned. Then she returned to the temple to bring Samuel and presented Samuel to Eli the priest. Verse 26, and she said, O my Lord, as you live, my Lord, I am the woman who was standing here in your presence praying to the Lord. For this child I prayed, and the Lord has granted me my petition that I made to him. Therefore I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he is lent to the Lord. And he worshiped the Lord there. Now, what happened to Hannah afterwards? Well, she went back home. Let's pick it up in the next chapter with verse 21. Indeed, the Lord visited Hannah, and she conceived, and bore 3 sons and 2 daughters. And the boy Samuel grew in the presence of the Lord. Hannah would visit Samuel once a year and bring him a new robe, and Samuel would be serving in the house of the Lord. God answered Hannah's prayer and blessed her beyond what she even prayed for. God had a plan for Samuel, who would be the last of Israel's judges. For us, there may be times in our lives when our souls are also grieved with the events of the world, very much like Hannah was grieved with the infertility. But like Hannah, we need to direct our concerns and prayers to God, for he alone has the answer. The answer from God may not be what we are expecting, but we need to trust that God's ways and plans are much better than our ways and plans. Join me again tomorrow as we hear about the growth of Samuel. God's peace and many blessings be to you. Thank you for watching, and please take an opportunity to share this video with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for watching.